I was joined on the dais by fellow Long Island Congresswoman Kathy Rice. Do we have any veterans here from New York? All right. Well, welcome. I'd actually like to pick up right from where Senator Blumenthal just left off on both topics. Commander, is there anyone who'd be prepared to talk a little bit more about PTSD and specifically community-based peer support? Is there anyone I can talk to about that? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So maybe we could just spend a couple minutes with a dialogue on what are you seeing working, and I'd like to share a couple ideas as well. But what are you seeing around the country that works as far as models for?
I think peer support is one of VA's most popular programs. In fact, I have a meeting tomorrow with the VA psychologist leaders in VA are coming over to talk with DAV and our Veteran Service Organization partners. That peer-to-peer program has been essential. They know that if we can get a veteran into the system and we can keep them in the system in terms of getting the help that they need, they have a much better shot. In fact, I'd like to, it's of note that veterans who are in the system have a lower suicide rates than those who are not. So it's essential that they have ready access to primary care that includes mental health services as part and parcel as a comprehensive care. And with the peer-to-peer program, it's been working. They need to, I think, expand that program. And it's going to take a village. It takes the community to work with VA so that we make sure we get all veterans. We don't want anyone to fall through the cracks.
Thank you. And I'd ask you if you could take a look at a model that we have in New York State. In 2012, we created something called the PFC Joseph Dwyer Program. It started in 4 counties, including my home county of Suffolk. It's now in over a dozen counties. And it's a peer-to-peer support model where we take 8 to 10 veterans with fellow veterans going through the same symptoms that they're going through, because we're losing a lot of veterans because they feel isolated and alone. People, friends, family, people at work don't understand what it is that they're going through, and they're losing their battle. We have this model in New York. It's working. I'd love to have a dialogue with the DAV as far as that model and compare it to what you're seeing elsewhere. And with regards to Senator Blumenthal's point just now, and he referenced Congressman Kaufman as well, and I believe Congressman Walz has been involved in this issue. It's such a great point that we have veterans who are being separated from service with less than honorable discharges, and it is directly connected to them having the mental wounds of war. But because they have a less than honorable discharge, they are never able to diagnose their PTSD and have it connected possibly to their service. So the legislation that many apparently are very passionate about would allow that veteran to be screened, to be diagnosed, and if they do in fact have PTSD, it should be a rebuttable presumption with the burden on the government to show that their PTSD has no connection whatsoever to their military service, as well as the circumstances that led to their discharge. So I appreciate the efforts of Senator Blumenthal and other colleagues for bringing this up and raising awareness. With the little time I have left, I just want to, a personal note, just say it's an honor to be in the company of all of you. I'm looking at generations of people willing to lay down your life in defense of our freedoms and liberties, and to be able to wear the uniform now and having worn the uniform in the past. The greatest feeling of that for a veteran today from someone who's serving now is knowing that you all came before I did. And whether you're part of our nation's greatest generation or you followed it, we all love our freedoms and liberties, and they're all possible because of each and every one of you. So to all the veterans here and to your families, thank you for your service, and I yield back.